Hey, 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 everybody. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, you getting me raw just off the motorcycle. Okay, because I'm like getting ready to get things prepared for tomorrow. And I'm like, I'm supposed to be doing a Facebook Live today. And I'm like, okay, they'll understand. No, 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 no. You make sure that you do what you say you're going to do, Joanne. And so here I am leaving you a Facebook Live message on Booking 101. Booking 101. Booking 101. So, welcome everyone. Welcome everyone as you're coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, I'm going to be always encouraging you to have pen and paper so that as you are listening that you can take great notes, and always are going to be teaching from my experience and my skill sets and things of that nature. And again, if you're just joining me, I was saying that I just got off the bike and I was like, I'm supposed to be doing a Facebook Live today, and I've got to do what I said I am going to do. And so that is exactly what I'm doing, what I said I'm going to do. So we're going to talk about booking and the art of booking. And this is a big deal because, so often we don't want people to tell us no when we're making the phone calls. But really, the anatomy of booking is this. First, you got to have some names and numbers. If you don't have names and numbers, who are you going to book? Are you going to keep calling the same people over and over and over again? And by now they know your phone number, so they just don't answer your phone number? No, that's not what you want to have happen. And so you have to challenge yourself to be out of your comfort zone and be out all the time and make sure that you are getting the names and numbers that you need so that you are not inundating the people that, like, you have three people and you call in those three people all the time. They know it's you. That's why they're not answering the phone calls. So you have to get yourself to a place where you have multiple people that you are calling. So how do you get multiple people to book? You go all over the place and book. You ask your friends and family for referrals. But that's not the topic of this training. So we're going to get to that at a later point. But first of all, you need names and numbers. And your best place to start, and I will challenge you to do this, is in your phone. Just start with everyone in your phone and let them know that you have a challenge to book 56 appointments, or to put product on 56 people, or to share the opportunity with 56 people in the month of September. And then let them know, I need your help. Let them know, I need your help. I need your help. And so as you are in there and as you are on the phone and you're reaching out and you're booking them, you got the names and numbers. So then you're booking, you're calling. And I will encourage you. I don't know what your dynamics are. When I was in Phoenix, I had more success texting to book appointments. Here in Texas, I don't have a whole lot of success texting. Yeah, I said that right. Success texting. I don't have a lot. So people here answer their phones. And so what I have learned to do is I will call first and I'll let them know who I am. And I'll tell you, I'll give you some, things that I say when I call to book. And then I follow up with a text. So I start with my live voice so that they can hear the person. And then I follow up with a text. So my booking, first, you got to have names and numbers to call. You got to have names and numbers. And, we used to talk a lot about a power hour. A power hour is when you're on the phone and you're calling back to back to back to back to schedule appointments. So when your phone, you're dialing. So when I call people, these are some things that I say that may help you with booking. You may be a booking queen and everybody you talk to books with you. Well, that's not my story. I don't have that story for sure. Everybody does not book with me. But some of the things that I have said that have been successful or are successful are, let's say, I'll say, hey Sandra, this is Joanne, and I met you at Walmart. How you doing? And she'll say however she's doing, whatever. And then I'll say, I'm calling so that we can get you scheduled for your pampering with Mary Kay. And then I'll say, are days or evenings best for you? I am like on days, are days or evenings best for you, like white on rice. So to make it flow smoother is I'll say, hey, Sandra, this is Joanne. I met you at Walmart today. And notice I said today because I call my leads usually the same day. I don't wait 2, 3, 4 days. The day I get the lead is the day that I call them. So, hey, Sandra, this is Joanne. I met you at Walmart today. I'm just giving you a call so that we can get you scheduled for your pampering session. Are days or evenings best for you? That is it. That is all. That's all that I say. And then you'll hear that I'm very, like I treat everybody like they're my girlfriend. I'm not treating somebody like they're a perfect stranger. I don't know them, even if I don't know them. So let's say it's a referral, because what we're talking about today, ladies, again, is booking 101, how to book appointments. And it is critical that you get on the phone and you call to book. Notice I didn't say, hey, Sandra, this is Joanne from Walmart. Are you ready to book your appointment? Who says that? Nobody. And if you do, stop it. Because as a people, we are taught to say no. So you don't want to try to book appointments by asking a yes or no question. So I always am open-ended, and I am expecting people to book. So, hey, Sandra, this is Joanne. Okay, let's do something different. Let's say it's a referral. I'll call and I'll say, hey, Sandra, this is Joanne with Mary Kay. I met your girlfriend, or I met your friend, Jennifer, at a Mary Kay party on Friday, and she loved her Mary Kay appointment. And so she gifted you with a complimentary facial. Isn't that awesome? And then she'll say whatever she says. And then I'll be like, okay, are days or evenings best for you? Now, some of you work another job. So what your terminology should be, are evenings or weekends best for you? Now, I'm going to say this too. If you don't want to, like, let's say, okay, let me leave it like that because I'm thinking too fast. So let's say she says, well, you know what? Evenings work best. Then you should already know on your calendar which evenings you're going to work on. So like for me, Mondays are out. I'm not going to do nobody's facial. That's a meeting night. That's out. And Wednesdays are out. Those are my hair appointment days. Ain't nobody seeing me except my hairstylist extraordinaire. And then Saturdays are out for me. I don't work on Saturdays. I don't. And then every other Sunday. So that means that the person has to see me either, if it's in the evening, they have to see me either Tuesday, they have to see me Thursday, or Friday night. But this is the wonderful thing about you being clear about your schedule, is that it gives people an option to choose. It ties them down. Instead of saying, okay, well, Sandra, what day works best for you? Who says that? We don't say that. And you know why you don't say that? I'm going to liberate you. You never say what day is best for you, because you went into business to do business when you choose to do business. So let's say maybe, you have a date night with your significant other on Thursday. Well, if she says Thursday, then what are you going to do? So you can't do Thursday. If you know you don't work on Sundays and she says Sunday, then what are you going to do? Because then you can't say, oh, I don't work on Sundays. Oh, I don't work on Thursdays. Well, you just asked me what day I wanted. You can't ask somebody what works best for them and then say, oh, I can't do that day. And you don't want to change your life around so that you can accommodate the people. That's why it's key to know which days you're doing appointments. So again, when I'm talking to people, I ask them, are days or evenings best for you? Notice I didn't say weekends because I'm not working on the weekend. I'm not working on Saturdays. I'm working every other Sunday, but I didn't even offer up a weekend. Do you know, all of my Mary Kay life, for the vast majority, I have had people do appointments during the week. I've had appointments on Saturdays as well. I have never, until I came here to Texas, I never worked on Sundays at all. Never worked on Sundays at all. And so I love the flexibility now, though, of being able to work on Sundays. And my schedule, I can work whenever I want to. I can hold appointments at 6 o'clock in the morning. I can hold appointments at 12 o'clock at night. I can hold appointments on Monday through Sunday. Because Mr. Allen ain't going to say nothing. He's just like, whatever you want to do, you do it. Okay? So, but what I've learned from a business standpoint is you got to be very clear on when are you working. So when you're booking, you got your planner open and you're looking at your schedule already mapped out. I can do this time, this time, this time. So when you talk to them, you're like, okay, hey, Sandra, this is Joanne from Walmart. I met you the other day. And I am just giving you a quick call so that we can get you scheduled for your pampering session. And she'll say whatever she says. And then I'll say, okay, awesome. So are days or evenings best for you? And she'll say, let's say she says days. Then I'll say, okay, so let's say it is, what's today? Today's Monday, right? So I will immediately say I have tomorrow and Wednesday available. I go to the next closest date and time I can get somebody in. I don't want a Mary Kay appointment next week. I don't want it on Friday. I want money the very next day I can get it. So if it's Monday and I'm talking to her today, I'll say, okay, great. I can see you on tomorrow at 1 or 3. And then I might say, do you have little people you got to pick up from school? I always say little people. I don't say kids. I don't say children. You say whatever it is you want to say. Remember, I told you I'm very like girlfriendish when I'm booking. So you got little people you got to pick up at 3. And oftentimes they'll say yes because they're forgetting they got to pick up little people because they're excited about their Mary Kay appointment. So if she says yes, then I'll say, okay, well, I will be there. If she says she wants a 3 time frame, I'll say, well, you know what? How about this? You pick up the babies, and then I'll be there at 3:45. If she says, oh my God, I would love to do it with the kids not around, then I will tell her, okay, well, we'll do the 1 o'clock. So it is always at that stage is going back and forth to see what works best for both of you. And then it is, are you coming to me or am I coming to you? Are you coming to me or I'm coming to you? Because I give people the option to come to my home if they don't, because a lot of people don't want you to go to them. Sometimes they want you to, they don't want to come, you to go to them. They want to come to you. And so you got to ask those kind of questions. So booking, you get on the phone, you tell them who you are, where you met them, and you're excited to spend time with them and introduce them to the new Mary Kay. I mean, your words could be whatever. I want to introduce you to the new Mary Kay. We have an incredible new line that's out. I want to get your opinion of it. Oh my gosh, our volume firm is amazing for women 50 or older. You have got to try it. Whatever you say, let me tell you, what you say, there's nothing wrong. Everybody is getting on top director trips. Everybody is getting to millionaire status. Everybody's become a car driving Mary Kay beauty consultant, and they're all saying different words. Have you ever thought about that? Not one person is saying the exact same words that someone else is. They're all saying words. So whatever your words are probably going to be just fine. You just have to focus on booking the appointment and then negotiating, I'm going to use that term, as to what date it's going to be, and then what time it's going to be, and then what location it's going to be. And then if you're going to tell her, I'm going to give you a gift for having, for coming, or for, holding your appointment on the day that you schedule, I'm going to give you a free gift. And then she says, okay, it's booked. It's on your schedule. The next thing that I say is, which 4 or 5 of your girlfriends would you love to have at your appointment with you? Their facial is free as well. And she's like, oh my gosh, I can have friends? Or she'll say, I don't have no friends. So if she says, oh my gosh, I can have friends? Absolutely, girl, you can have friends. Okay, go through your phone and then tell me who are the 5 women that you would want to have there, and give me their names and numbers. I do it right then and there. Why am I waiting? I'm not at all. Okay, so then we get that, and then I tell them, okay, I'm gonna pre-profile them, which means in Mary Kay is that I'm gonna call each person and I'm gonna ask them about their skincare concerns, and then I'm gonna make sure because I want to make sure that I have everything for them the night that they come for the party. And while we're on the phone, let me go ahead and ask you those questions. So then I pre-profile her. Okay, so then the next thing, let's say she says, girl, I don't have no friends. And so I'll say, okay, well, I'm still coming to see you, or she's still coming to see me. And then we'll go from there. Because then what happens often is not that she doesn't have girlfriends, is that she doesn't want to introduce you to them yet, because she doesn't know you yet. So when she spends time with you and she has an amazing time at her Mary Kay appointment, then all of a sudden when you turn it over and you get referrals, then she's like, hey, Barb can do this, Vashi can do this, Jenny can do this, Natasha can do this. And she starts putting everyone's name and number down. And then when she starts putting all those names and number down, you say, girl, you got all these names and numbers on here. Why don't we have a Mary Kay party for you? And of course, this is after you have done the 5 questions that I have you ask to close the sale. So that is booking 101. First, you got to have some names. If you don't have names, stop calling the same people over and over and over. They don't like you anymore because you're calling them too much. Stop being unproductive. Go out there, meet people, talk to them, get their names and number. Let them know I'm going to call you so that we can get together. And then do what you say. Call them. Remind them where they met you. They usually don't forget because ain't 50 million Mary Kay beauty consultants walking up to people. Remind them where they met you. Tell them you're calling to get them scheduled for their amazing pampering session with you. Are days or evenings best for you? Awesome. I have Tuesday evening at 6 available, or I have Thursday evening at 6 available. Which would you prefer? Okay, awesome. Tuesday at 6? Great. Are you coming to me, or am I coming to you? Okay, you coming to me? Fabulous. Okay, great. Got it down, 6 o'clock on Tuesday. And then you can bring a couple of girlfriends with you. Who would you love to have there with you? You can have up to 5. Okay, just go through your phone and see which girlfriends, and then give me their names and numbers. And then I'm going to call them and invite them and let them know that they're coming to my house for a party on Tuesday. People do it. People do it all the time. So I want you to think about what you may have been saying that is not getting you the result that you want. And where is your, maybe, I'm going to use the word deficit. Where's your deficit? Is it the fact that you don't have enough names and numbers? Is the deficit that you are not making the dial outs that you need to? Is the deficit that the people don't show? There are all kind of things that can occur. But at the point of it all is that you're booking appointments. Now, something else that I teach people is that I don't leave voicemails. I never have left voicemails. I determined a long time ago that people decide if they're going to have a facial, but they have the nerve to not call you back to tell you no thank you. So I don't leave messages saying, this is Joanne with Mary Kay. I'm just giving you a call because, if they don't answer the phone, I hang up. Because I don't want them to decide without hearing my voice that they don't want to have the appointment, because people are missing out on great things because they make a decision that they shouldn't have. People are missing out on really good things. So again, After I've made the phone call, let's say I called 20 people and I didn't get anybody on the phone, I follow up with a text message. And my text message says the exact same thing. Hey, Sandra, or whatever their names are. This is Joanne from Walmart, and I'm sending you a text message. I called you a few minutes ago, but I'm just following up with a text message because we're going to get you scheduled for your awesome pampering with Mary Kay. You got to try this new product. It's awesome. And then I say, our days or evenings best for you. I always end with our days or evenings best for you. I don't end with do you want to, have you thought about, I was thinking we should. Shoot, her best bet is to have a Mary Kay consultation so she can have an amazing Mary Kay beauty consultant. Okay, so that is Booking 101. I wanted to make sure I came over even though we just got home. I just taken my earrings off, looked in the mirror to take this scarf off my head and said, I'm supposed to do a YouTube. I better go do what I said I was going to do. And so here I am. Still doing some training. Doing what I do. I love you all. I love you all. If you have questions, again, always message me, Vox me, text me, ask me anything that you need for clarification. This is what I do. This is how I do it. And I've booked tons and tons and tons and tons of parties, tons and tons and tons of facials. So be about your business, be your absolute best, and get on the phone and dial out tomorrow. Start your day. If you're in a state where it's still early, well, get to booking. Call a few people. Tell them you have a challenge. Oh, how about that? Hey, Sandra, this is Joanne from Walmart. Remember I told you that I have a challenge that I need to get product on some faces, and I'm so excited that you said you would help me. What? Yes, honey, yes. Okay, there you go. Love you bunches. Reach me if you need me. I'm right here.